Daniel Negreanu is looking down at king-queen offsuit.
You're safe right now, unless Joe decides.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've been doing. I mean,
yeah, Joe goes
that's
on
why
mad
they bring me on the show,
monkey
to help the loose cannons, you know?
Pre-flop begins with a scenario that tries to neutralize the skill edge of the world's best hand reader. Jennifer Tilly, bringing her Hollywood flair to the felt, puts on a straddle. Negreanu, holding king-queen offsuit, raises to 3,000 to isolate and take control of the pot. However, Tilly decides to throw standard strategy out the window.
I'm going to give you action, Daniel.
I know, I'm going to put a little in.
Raises.
I have not looked at my cards, and I'm just going to call without looking.
Oh, boy.
And I really haven't looked at my cards. I haven't not looked.
Wow.
Like
I haven't looked or haven't not looked.
I haven't looked, and I,
It's me first.
No. Oh, you do?
Check.
It is? Okay.
I'm first.
All right.
You can't check yet.
Okay.
The flop comes down a board texture that is both favorable and terrifying.
Wait, she's waiting.
I'm waiting to check.
You should just bet blind.
I'm going to raise him blind.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Then, the hand takes a bizarre turn. Jennifer Tilly, maintaining the pressure, raises to 15,000. This is pure aggression.
What the?
Yeah.
Yeah. She says, yeah. What are you doing, Jennifer Tilly?
I don't know. I have a good feeling.
You have a good feeling?
Yeah, I have a good feeling about my hand.
That's good. That's powerful.
Powerful.
Negreanu is now in a bind. Folding top pair to a single raise in a straddled pot seems weak, but calling leaves him guessing on the turn.
Okay, now I think I have to look at my cards.
Daniel re-raises.
Hold on a second.
She's doing the Tony G move.
Wah, wah.
Ugh, 5 high.
Wow, that was not a good play. Okay, it's not too late to bluff. Hold on a second. How much have you got?
I've got a little more than you, but I put
Okay.
35 in and I got
I
whatever.
think the best thing for me to do here now is fold.
Yes.
But you don't have to. But I had you.
I hope that they don't show that hand on YouTube.
Oh, they will.
I had the king.
You know, this is my idea about poker.
Kings?
Yes. Okay.
King.
Daniel Negreanu is a better player than me, right?
Yeah.
So you take the skill away. If
Yeah,
I'm
if you play
betting
blind, yeah.
and I'm raising blind,
Oh, you
then
really
he's
didn't look?
going to have to guess psychically what my cards are, but he can't read my mind. You know how he reads mine?
Because you don't know.
I haven't seen
He can't read
I
you.
don't know myself.
How's that working out for you, Jen?
It's a theory. I'm working on it.
Imagine you found like two
It's
eights
a work
there.
in
You
progress.
But that was fun. I would have to say that was definitely $18,000 worth of fun.
Vanessa is looking down on pocket aces.
So it's me and you. I got to raise it 1,200.
Winning highest isn't called predictable. I have many things.
So if you re-raise, then you build the pot so big, and then you're going to get bluffed out in the big pot.
Tony G thinks he's going to outplay Vanessa post-flop with position and a junk-suited looking hand.
Keep the pots low. I bet 2,000. Yeah. That's fair, you know. I think it's better betting in a dark. A dark raise, that's hard and commitment.
The flop is the dream board for Tony. He smashes bottom two pair versus most opponents. This is where he starts fast playing, trying to punish overpairs and top pair by ballooning the pot immediately. He leads 2K, to which Vanessa instantly raises to 5K. From her point of view, this looks super standard. She has overpair, she doesn't block spades, there are straight and flush combos Tony G can show up with, and she wants to deny equity.
You ready?
From Tony's point of view, that raise is exactly what he was hoping to induce. He doesn't just call, he makes it 20K.
You ready? If you win the hand, you keep me quiet.
Don't believe you. That bluff I'll call.
That size is Tony basically telling a story of, I'm not scared of you, I have a real hand. The problem he doesn't realize is Vanessa loves that story. When she flats the 20K instead of jamming, she's saying, I have you in jail and I'm letting you keep betting. With aces, she caps nothing, and Tony can't narrow her the way he thinks he can. Turn is where everything flips and Tony doesn't feel it yet. So Tony keeps value betting for 10K.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot.
Punch in the face.
Just push a button?
Thinking he can still get called by worse and charge flush draws. But in reality, he's now drawing almost dead against boats and nutty slow plays, and Vanessa has him in a spot where calling is mandatory and raising is unnecessary. Full house versus full house is where bankrolls go bankrupt because nobody folds boats to one bet emotionally.
Now you got to show some guts. Can you bet this, or you're gonna make a really weak check now on the end? Go on, Vanessa. You can do it.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too in the end.
Wow.
And a flush draw. That's it. That shut me up. Well done, Vanessa.
Vanessa doubles through.
I got lucky, obviously.
Not really. I mean, it's.
We took turns getting lucky. I got lucky to get the aces. You got lucky on the flop. I got lucky on the turn.
I haven't won one hand when I've been good. So.
Jennifer Tilly is looking down on ace-9 offsuit.
Tony, why are you on my left?
Just thought we'd play one nice pot together.
This is pure ego warfare. Tony G has ace-king and does exactly what you expect from him. He bumps it up to 4,000. Jennifer Tilly does something that really defines the rest of the hand. She does not just call and play a small pot. She reaches for chips and re-raises to 12,000. That re-raise is her planting a flag.
Wow.
From Tony's point of view, ace-king is way too strong to fold, and a 5-bet shove is probably overplaying it against a range that still has monsters.
Is it that good? 12.
So he takes the middling line and just calls, keeping all of Tilly's bluffs and dominated aces in. The flop comes paired, kind of dry, and very awkward for both of them. Tilly, after 4 betting pre-flop, checks. That check is sneaky. With ace-9, she has completely missed. But as the pre-flop aggressor, she could very easily fire and tell a story of queens, kings, or aces. Tony quietly improves to top pair top kicker, while Tilly is now done for. But the real story is what the king does to perceived ranges. From Tilly's point of view, that king is supposed to be a scare card for Tony as well as for her, and bets 12,000. Tony just calls. He does not raise, because when he raises here, he isolates himself against very strong hands and folds out all her air. The river brings the ace, and it is absolutely brutal for Tilly. Tony quietly upgrades from top pair top kicker to top 2 pair. Tilly also improves, but in the most dangerous way possible.
You want me to take the race back?
What?
You want to take it back? I'll take it back. No, really, take it back.
I don't think you could take the ace back.
Then I'll take it back, I promise. If the ace wins, you win the pot.
What do you mean?
So I'm worried like the ace upset you, so I'm happy to take it off the table.
No, the 25K upset me.
Okay, all right, let's leave it on there then. I might need it.
Oh my God. I don't even know why I raised you in the first place.
You want me to make it 20?
Yeah, make it 20.
All right, make it 20.
What a nice guy.
Okay, cool.
Makes the call.
Ace king, I mean, I wouldn't lie.
Bill Hellmuth is looking down at ace-8 offsuit.
It's great if you have a good hand.
I straddle, 12-8.
12-8.
Oh, fuck.
See, look at that.
All right, wait.
Pre-flop begins with a sequence that defies all logic.
All right, I'll straddle. I don't give a fuck.
All right, the 25.
I've hit the point of not caring anymore.
I'm not going to blind all in.
50.
I don't have 25-6.
You have to.
What's up, 5-6? Blind all in?
Maybe.
Okay. Do you think I blind all in?
No, I don't think you blind all in. I'm all in.
Are you
Who's all in?
About 55,000.
A moment where the pristine strategy of high-stakes poker is replaced by the sheer, unadulterated chaos of the creator game. Phil Hellmuth, the 14-time bracelet winner. He shoves all in, hoping to pick up the dead money. In a normal game, this might isolate a single opponent. But this is not a normal game.
No more content.
Yes.
Why? Because he wants to buy that. The pot that you don't know what your
You
cards
owe me.
are.
You know what? You owe me, Botez, so I don't mind if you call.
Did you expect
if you were,
Paul to
you know.
26?
Yeah.
What about
taking advantage of our stupidity. I'm so happy you just said that.
What about it?
Because that's literally like, why would you all in? What do you mean? He's not going to call 26,000.
20K family pot, all right?
Half and half.
I call.
There's the call.
Are you trying to do the chips? Yeah.
Alan has ace-3, by the way. Does he call?
I call.
Oh my God.
Keating call?
God.
And add another
Keating has the biggest dick. I'm all in.
55,000 to it.
This is all in.
Wait, how much do you have?
I'll let you count.
This is 12-8 right here.
And now we get an all-in over the top.
Insane straddle.
Jump.
Okay. So let me get 56.
I'm all in.
Okay.
Take it all.
This is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of a $300,000
Yeah, pull it.
flip, I guess.
I mean, obviously.
All in block.
By the way,
Oh no, that's 80, 80, 80, 250.
Put it in.
339,000 in there.
How many times ever? I'm gonna say this. He's stalling. Oh my God. And
Queen.
oh, that's a 3. Wow.
So she's winning.
Everybody pairs but Beast.
Everyone but me.
What is happening?
Everyone but me. Come on.
That means there's 6 left for you, King.
How in the hell can someone...
That's fine.
It's a queen.
I'm calling it right now. This is a queen. I'm calling it right now. This is a queen.
No queens.
I will literally tip you $20,000 if you put a
9,
queen
3, 8, queen. You better put a queen there in your best interest.
He's praying.
20 grand.
Even Magic can't do that. And Botez again. Are you kidding me?
What, like ace 9 off? 600,000 now? Oh my
Top 100 female poker owners.
That's it.
Did you crack it just now?
Jimmy, you realize how many chips I have?
Bro, you know how many I have? I have like 10K left.
I mean, what the fuck? She called $50,000 with an ace 9 offsuit, and I'm losing in this fucking game. What the fuck?
That is literally why I knew this was going to be.
What is happening? What is that?
Well, at least.
Bro, we're getting steamrolled.
At least I know she'll lose back to 500,000.
That was a 5. Oh, my girl is bawling.
She's gonna single-handedly fix the wage gap in America.
$383,000 pot.
Ryan is looking down on ace deuce suited. He got involved in a few bad beats that night, but little does he know the worst is yet to come. Nick Airball takes the button and turns pre-flop into a leverage spot built on position and blockers. His small 3-bet keeps his range wide and the stacks deep, daring the blinds to define themselves out of position. Ryan answers with a chunky 4-bet from the blind, the classic polarized blend of premiums and suited wheel aces that block 5-bet value. Nick's 5-bet to 33K is deliberately petite and keeps everything playable. That sizing telegraphs polarization 2 hands happy to shovel later, and a few suited high-card bluffs that block premium combos and still see flops well. King 9 suited is exactly that kind of wolf in sheep's clothing. It removes King X from Ryan, plays clean on Broadway boards, and retains disguised equity on monotone textures. Ryan's call with ace 2 suited preserves his 4-bet bluffs and defends his story, but it consigns him to the worst seat in a 5-bet pot and leaves him short on nuttiness unless he specifically shows up with the ace of hearts.
68,000 almost already in the middle.
The flop is a monotone Broadway dream for the button, and Nick has the dream within the dream King of Hearts and 9 of Hearts for the straight flush. On these boards, the 5-better naturally owns the suited high card advantage, so his small continuation bet works on every level. It pressures ace-high and medium pairs. It denies a cheap look to hands with a single heart, and it looks perfectly routine whether he's bluffing or holding the nuts. Ryan's call keeps his range wide but already shaky. With ace 2 of diamonds, he has no flush equity, no pair, and no blocker to the nut region Nick actually represents. He's floating almost entirely on the belief that later aggression will fold out hands like red queens or a single king of hearts. The problem is structural. Without the ace of hearts in his hand, his story is missing its cornerstone. Every call he makes builds a pot he'll be forced to bluff later with nothing to lean on. The turn is a blank for Ryan's real hand and a test of discipline. When Nick bets again for 26K, it's the kind of second barrel that keeps pressure on weak pairs and teases calls from single heart holdings. While we wait for Ryan's decision, I would be very grateful if you hit the like button. It helps out a lot. Thank you.
What is Ryan doing? He raises.
Ryan turns to the only weapon he has and check raises to 80K. On paper, it's a move that can make sense. A blind who 4-bet pre and check the flop can credibly represent slow-played ace-high flushes or overpairs containing a big heart. The trouble is combinatorics. Against Nick's 5-bet range full of king-high and ace-high suited broadways, you need the ace of hearts or king of hearts in hand to strip value from his continuing region. Without it, you're bluffing into a range that simply doesn't fold.
See Ryan rolling his eyes at himself.
Nick's decision to flat rather than jam is the final layer of control. It keeps Ryan's bluffs alive, invites another shove from weaker value, and guarantees a river spot where his straight flush is untouchable.
All in. All in.
And Ryan shoves.
You win.
And loses a $383,000 pot.
Ah, what a stupid
wow.
error.
Sarah is looking down on ace deuce offsuit.
I'm gonna call.
She limps the button with her hand being super under-repped, super annoying to play against, because it's technically garbage, but it blocks top pair, and it can still make nutty stuff.
Me and Mrs. Finland right now, heads up.
I believe it's Ms.
Miss Finland. All right, let's see a flop.
Ronnie checks the big blind with 8-4 offsuit, which is exactly the kind of hand you want to see flops with for cheap.
10.
Ronnie hits bottom pair. Nothing special on paper, But in a blind versus limp pot bottom pair is actually real equity. You're ahead of all the ace highs, gutter balls, and random floats. He leads 15K, and that lead is important. He's saying, I have something, I'm not just surrendering.
You have something?
Yes, I do.
I believe you. I believe you.
She instantly bumps it to 30K. That raise is pressure, not value. She's repping Queen X and basically saying, you don't get to name the price, I do. The thing is, Ronnie doesn't go away. He doesn't 3-bet, he doesn't spaz, he just calls.
Why are you checking?
You raised me on the flop.
Num.
Ronnie just improved from, I kind of have a hand, to, I actually have a monster for this line. Trips in a limped pot is huge because again, she's never putting him on 8-4. Ronnie checks, which is smart. He wants Sarah to keep telling her queen story. She obliges by firing 55K. From her point of view, this is perfect. She thinks she already took control on the flop, so she keeps the narrative going. I raised you, you just called, you check turn, I'm still ahead. Ronnie now springs the trap and check raises to 155K. That's him basically saying, okay, I've got it. Time to pay full price.
255.
She re-raises.
What?
Against a lot of players, this ends the hand. People hate facing turn check raises because that's usually the I'm not bluffing anymore line. But Sarah does something that tells you how serious she is.
Really, huh? 255,000.
That is not a protection raise. That is, I am not afraid of your story, I'm upgrading it. Now pause there and think about what that looks like from Ronnie's chair. He thinks he's the trapper with trips, and then she snap re-raises his check raise. That's psychological whiplash. At a minimum, she's repping queen with a real kicker.
Ronnie, she's a little better looking than you. We're kind of rooting for her. Sorry,
Yeah,
buddy.
I know.
Maybe even something nuttier. He can't fold trips there, obviously. He calls. But the dynamic just flipped. He's no longer casually extracting. He's now in a leveling war.
All in.
And she shoves.
In Ronnie's spot, what's your move and why? I want to hear from the guys who've actually been in these pots. On your way back from the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh my God! How is this happening? I wanted to stay and play with you, Miss Finland.
I understand.
I know I am. I have a 4.
He shows her his hand.
Do you have 5 full or something? Oh, gee. I don't know. How often do you play this game? Do you know I have a 4 here? You know I have trips. I don't know if I can fold this hand. I don't know how you play. I never played with you before. What is going on here? If I fold this hand and they see this fold and you have like king queen or something, it's gonna be the most embarrassing thing ever for me. You understand this, right?
Okay. And Ronnie's folded.
Holy shnikes.
Ronnie, you're going to the cage.